ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab some man when it come back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Now Cohen, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Slam, slam, slam. That's it.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, 18, Gator. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Here I come again. Here I come
Go.
again.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Strip that ball. Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Wahoo! Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence, complete. Smith has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Charlie.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here we go. Check nickel.
Look, squeeze. Go. Fight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
That's it, baby.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check the out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, foxtrot.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. All day, every day, any day. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey.
58 is the mic. 58 is the mic.
They get it. Go.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Jim.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No.
Look at me. Go.
Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Say. Kill. Check your hot read. Shit.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
58, right over there.
Hey, you. Bam.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. 6 guys.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to air one out, and this is caught. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
18 Gator.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Shit.
Leo.
He's checking. Crash.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the safety creep.
Go.
Hey,
exit.
ready?
Deep river.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Forced out to hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
On 4th down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30. The 20, 10, and it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Looking left sideline. It's complete. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
No chance. Check 52.
Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
Motion.
Hey, Alpha.
45's the mic.
Go.
On first down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Delta.
45, Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
I'm coming.
Hey, Sam off.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Bravo. Now.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I got you.
Go. Hey, orbit. Get it.
On fourth down, Lawrence. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
58 to Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Check.
Hey.
58 to Mike. Watch the curl.
Rock it.
Bang.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
On first and 10, Lawrence. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer.
14, Vikings 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. Come off the ball. Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yep. Yo, Cheetah. Hey, team 6. Ready?
Looking to throw. Lawrence lets it fly for Thielen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Screen.
Safety's creeping. Check it out.
Rush in.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively.
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this one complete to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check.
Go out. Get it.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Tackle made. There by Bilal Nichols.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Look at me. Go.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Go.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Vikings.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Greystone travel. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch twins.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Hey.
Watch the screen.
Ready.
2nd and 1. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's caught by Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
57. Mike, 57.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check. Fresno. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Anyway.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Get that ball.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he fields it cleanly. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. All day, just like that, just like that.
Hey, check Mike. 42.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence completes it to the fullback, Ham. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Any weapon? Check. Yeah. Leo. Get. Hey, turn it up. Switch.
Taylor. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check. 45. Replay. Hey, drop it. Go.
From the gun, Lawrence lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll look to set up his blockers. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Cohen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll drop the throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Let's go. Come on. It's our time.
Again, it's Cohen. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.